Ever since it was launched, there remained a feeling in certain cricket circles that the Indian Premier League or the IPL would end up taking over world cricket. However, if you are to go by a recent news report that has been doing the rounds in England, that feeling is getting literal in a different way. How so? That is because news has emerged that the Rajasthan Royals franchise is looking to not just buy any new team, they're looking to take over a very historic county side in England. Now, the key thing here is that we have seen the IPL start to expand into other countries, into other leagues, but this would be unprecedented in a different way. So what exactly is the situation? How did we get here, and what would it potentially mean for the future of cricket? That's what we're going to be discussing in this particular video. First, with the actual situation at hand. Now, the actual situation at hand is that the Rajasthan Royals are reportedly interested in buying Yorkshire County Cricket Club. Now, Yorkshire is of course one of those counties, you can say, that has had plenty of success in the history of the county championship in across formats really, and in fact is one of those historical legacy sides that still remains member owned till this day, as to 15 of the other 18 counties. And Yorkshire, though, right now the problem is that they are in need of money. In fact, there are other options as far as getting that money out. In fact, there has been talk that they could sell the stadium, which is of course Headingley, to Mike Ashley, a man who most people would remember once owned Newcastle United before of course being bought out by the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund. But what are the reasons that they need money? Well, that's something that we'll talk about now, because if you look at it, the county does require a massive sum of about 15 million pounds instantly. Why exactly do they need these 15 million pounds? So, well, that is because it is money that they owe to their ex-chairman Colin Graves. In fact, they owe it to the trust of his family. So it's a little bit of a complicated situation, but the simple fact is they do need those 15 million pounds, and the offer from Rajasthan Royals is a 25 million pound offer, which would not of course only cover the 15 million pound sum mentioned here, but would also really ensure that they get outright ownership of the county. Now, you remember I mentioned just a little while back that of the 18 counties that exist, 15 are member owned. Well, if Yorkshire to go the way of the other 3 that are not member owned, they would still be historic in its own way, for the very simple reason that the other 3 counties are owned largely by English owners. If it were to happen that Yorkshire do in fact come under the purview of Rajasthan Royals, it would mean that they would be under foreign ownership, and they would be the first ever English county to come under foreign ownership. But let's assume this happens. Let's assume that this is a deal that actually makes sense not only for the Rajasthan Royals but even the Yorkshire County. And why, in case you're wondering why it is that RR are looking to invest, it's because they want to find an easy way into the 100. And of course, Yorkshire County do own the Northern Superchargers 100 side, and if they can get access to not only the county but also the stadium, well, then they'd easily be able to get full control of the franchise, the Northern Superchargers, as well. That is their main motive. It isn't to save the county per se, it's to ensure that they get their fingers into the pie that is known as the 100. So what would this mean, assuming it happens, for the future of cricket going forward? Now, of course, it is worth noting that there are many IPL teams right now that do own multiple franchises, and the Rajasthan Royals is one of them. They own the PAL Royals in the SA20, which essentially is a league owned entirely by 6 different IPL sides. And they also own the Barbados Royals, which are formerly known as the Barbados Tridents, team that currently take part in the Caribbean Premier League, or the CPL. And of course, they're not the only side. Delhi Capitals, Mumbai Indians, Kolkata Knight Riders, there are many franchises that have invested in different franchises around the world. And it is worth noting that the ECB are open to foreign investment coming into their counties. So this wouldn't be seen as such a massive taboo, at least around the ECB. How it is that the club members may feel, we'll get to that in just a bit. And if you're looking for foreign investment, the prospect of being owned by an IPL franchise would seem very logical, because again, you remember that IPL franchises, it took a while for them to become profitable, but now with the league's popularity skyrocketing and the money that is coming in from broadcast becoming ensuring that teams are becoming more and more sustainable, they do have plenty of money to spend and are keen to invest plenty of money too, which would mean that, never mind Rajasthan, you might just see other teams follow suit, not just maybe with the English county, but with similar cricketing setups around around the world as well. That would be logical. But how is it that this would go down for a team like Yorkshire? Remember, Yorkshire, one of those sides who until very recently did not even allow foreign players to actually turn up for that side. In fact, Sachin Tendulkar was one of the first foreign players to have ever turned up for Yorkshire, because they were so proud of their roots and the county that they were from, that they limited playing, not just playing rights, but also membership ownership to those who were from the area. They later on expanded that a little bit to make sure that players who were educated in the area of Yorkshire could also play, which is why someone like Michael Vaughan, who's Salford born but was educated in the Yorkshire area, could end up playing for that side. And this is a team that, remember, have actually been reeling under plenty of controversy. The racism scandal that engulfed them actually ended up ensuring that the ECB do a full-on study and a report and a survey to ensure and find out just how deep it is that institutionalized racism runs. But there was no team more so affected than Yorkshire by that entire scandal, because they ended up getting a points docking, and they were also set back plenty of money due to the entire legal case dragging on for so long, which explains why it is they're in such a situation where an IPL side can come in and potentially make a move for them. Now again, there have been no comments from either Yorkshire or Rajasthan Royals confirming that this is the case, but there's no smoke without fire, and it does seem to be rather intriguing sort of a situation that could very well be developing in the heart of the English county game. But what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it would be a good idea, or do you think that there's certain things in cricket that should remain untouched, one of them being the member-owned counties in England? You can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTech app, and if you're already on the channel, go right ahead and check out some other videos that we've done. For now though, from my side, it is bye-bye.